All right, locos. It's your favorite gringo coming back with another little vid. I haven't done a checkup on the 5.9 Coupe after a little bit of touch up. You can see it in the background. I'm gonna expose it here in a second, but whew, this car. There's a lot of real estate on these cars, man. Everybody knows that, right? You just look at these things, man, and you know, one end starts in Idaho and the other end leaves in Iowa. You know what I'm saying? So I put in some work, got in some elbow grease, as you can see. These are the results after a little bit of color sanding. And man, did she clean up sexy time. Just saying. If you compare it to the videos that I showed earlier, man, I erased so much from this car. Just on the side though. I haven't touched the roof yet. But man, look at the side. It cleaned up pero charis. This car cleaned up something right, and I'll tell you that much. Yeah, there's some paint on the ground. You know, I started with some 1200 grit. Started with 1200 grit to knock out the rust and the staining. If you can see here on the roof, there's a lot of oxidation and staining and rust that, it probably come out with some triple aught or some quadruple aught stainless steel wool, right? Steel wool. But I color sanded it. I basically cut it with some sandpaper. So that's the way I attack the older vehicles. A lot of guys would be like, "Oh my God, don't do that!" As soon as you see paint, as soon as you see residue and paint coming off of it, you're cutting into the paint. Yeah, I cut into the paint. This fucking paint's like 60 years old. Okay, there are fade spots. Those fade spots were there. I wanted to clean it up and smooth it down, and that's what I did. That's what I was able to accomplish. Even with the steel wool, guys, look, even with the steel wool, I was going to remove paint because that paint was already oxidized and compromised from being exposed to the elements for the last 60 years, right? A lot of science going on there, a lot of physics, and I wanted to kind of start new. Can you see the sheen off of the corner right there? Look at that. Look at that color. This is a solid, single stage, probably lacquer finish. And you can work a little bit of that. I wanted to remove the first top layer of that paint from this car. So if you look down the side, hopefully you can see that. But damn, she polished up nice. Yeah, I got some spots that I need to patch up. Need to touch up a little bit. I found the GM rattle can paint that's going to go ahead and fill in those spots, the little touch-up paint. But damn, man, she cleaned up so well. If you review the last couple of videos that I did, I mean, this entire side of this car looked about like that. A lot of rust, a lot of oxidation, excessive rust. And, even this fin is that's how the other side of this fin looked. And if you come around, this is the kind of patina I like. A little bit of wear. This patch was already here. I didn't wear that in with the sandpaper. It was already light. It was already thin, right? This was already compromised. It was already rusty. But damn, I like that. I like that smooth finish. A little bit of buff, a little bit of cut. And I'm going to shine her up just the way it is. Yeah. I pulled off a little bit of paint from this thing. But so what? It was coming off anyways. That paint was already done. But damn, she looks good. Man, I put in some elbow grease. Going over certain spots of this car, sanding it down, specifically that rocker panel. Man, that took me a minute. And boy, did I rub it out. I rubbed it out a lot on that. You can see some areas there, right here where the the skirt meets the fender well. And even here, that didn't actually look like that before. I came across with the sandblaster. I was getting a little happy with the sandblaster, and I wanted to see how compromised the metal was. So you can see how that line is excessive there, especially there on the rocker, on the door. I actually created that, and I sandblasted it up, and I wanted to see if the rust through, you know, how bad the rust was penetrating the doors and things like that. And I got a little happy with it, and afterwards I went ahead and put some vinegar, you know, some salt vinegar. I did some faux patina, and that's what you see in the videos before on this car. You know, it was all brown and rusty on these corners. Right there, right there. Here you could still see it. That's all man-made. I did that with vinegar and salt water. Basically, I did the salt vinegar mix. Because I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it look really good with some extra patina, right? Because I'm gonna keep this whole patina theme. Yeah, I don't want that anymore. I wish I didn't do it, but it, you know, what's done is done. Sometimes we make bad decisions and we learn, and that's how we learn. So I know how to make faux patina. I know how to sandblast a portion of my vehicle and make some faux patina. But with the touch-up paint, I'm hoping to patch these little spots here and on the fender and, you know, around the car in moderation to kind of bring back the original finish of the whole car. But damn, man, she shined up, and I knew she would. Man, she's looking good. Tell you what. So next step, I'm gonna hit the hood. I'm gonna hit the roof. Oh, that's gonna disappear. See the splotches from overspray and so on and so forth from previous projects. That's probably gonna, you know, I'm gonna have to do my best with that area. But the trunk lid, then I'm gonna hit the chrome, some triple aught, some quadruple aught, and really shine her up. So man, I can't wait to see this side though, because this side's actually in a little better shape than the other one. See my boy's little Escalade? Yeah, it's Caddy love here. It's all Cadillac love. So just a little follow-up. I did put in work. I want to say this side of the car, hopefully you can see it in the background. Boy, I must have put 4 hours in buffing that thing out. And it's a labor of love, but I knew what to expect because I did the same thing on the vert, and I got some videos of that I'm going to post up now. But damn, you know, it's like a whole different car. It's like a whole different car, and I love these cars. I love doing little bits of progress on things like this, right? And getting return like that. And yeah, it may look like shit to a lot of people, right? We got, you know, it's not perfect, right? We got chips, we got scratches, we have pieces of paint falling off, but it looks better than what it did, and it's still the original finish. And that's what matters, right? I'm restoring the original finish because it's only new once. That's a big deal, man. I love this car so much, man. Look at that booty. Damn. I'm so glad that guy didn't buy it. But just want to do a little recap, show you that I'm making some progress on it. This happened a couple days ago after the video of me showing, hey, I'm gonna do this. You know, this is what the car looks like before. This is a little after pic. So this is where we're at. Keep it lacking, boys. Keep wrenching, keep twisting nuts, keep spraying PB Blaster all over everything, and enjoy what you do. You know, reap the fruits of your labors. Accomplishment is all that drives us as humans in life. Make sure you're accomplishing something and feel that you've done something today. Cool, man. 2020, baby. Shit, what month is it? May, end of May. I'm a COVID survivor. Whatever, fuck that shit. True survivors here, boy. All right, guys, keep it lacking. Steady up. Bebop-Rock Steady.